Hello everybody, welcome out to the yard and garden. It's a little windy today and I don't have the mic with me, so I hope it's not too bad on the camera. It's a very smoky sort of day. The weather is changing quite dramatically, quite rapidly. So I'm going out to harvest the peppers, and I thought, all things considered, history of the channel, all that jazz, I should definitely make sure there's a quick clip of just kind of how things did. So yeah, in amongst all this smokiness, let's go harvest some fire. Yeah. So all things considered, I would say that this particular straw bale garden, my garden ship, land shampa, whatever, did fairly well, especially for these Hungarians. I mean, these look fantastic. And I'm going to be doing these as pickled pepper rings, so it doesn't bother me one bit that there's assorted stages of ripeness in there. I'm probably going to be throwing in these little cayennes. Ooh, quite a few on that one. Hidden under the zucchini leaf. The zucchini is a whole different thing. Don't know about that powdery mildew, but some nice looking produce down there. Quite a few of them. So I think I'm going to be trying my hand at ratatouille soon. But anyway, this is about peppers. Got a couple of nice, what you'd see at the store, kind of jalapenos. Standard green, but those of you who have been around for a while and watched kind of the pepper explanation videos will know that that is what a ripe jalapeno actually looks like. Beautiful red, got some little kind of veins on it. We'll take a closer look at it when I pull it out, but yeah, that is a beautiful looking jalapeno. So I'm going to clip all these off, fill up my handy dandy harvest basket. Somebody should have had more coffee before he whipped out the camera. Anyway, fill up my handy dandy harvest basket, and then we'll go check on the other pepper patch, which is nowhere near as impressive. So really quickly, here's just a look at the jalapeno harvest. And again, this is just from the garden ship here. But I paid like $4.50, $5 for that tray of 6 little peppers. One of them never did grow to much. I'd say I got my money's worth out of that. Maybe not from the other garden, but I did from this garden at least. We've got one little pepper here. It's kind of questionable. Looks like something may have gotten into it, so today I'll find out if the chooks like jalapenos. Anyway, more peppers to harvest. So here's a quick look after I've added those Hungarians. Pretty decent little harvest. Now I did leave several of these still on the plant because they're just too immature at this point. And I don't care for the flavor profile at that size. However, in theory, there are a couple more weeks that they can stay out and grow a little bit. So hopefully, something tasty will come of that. If not, no great loss. Again, with a $4.50 investment in these particular 6 peppers, I'm very satisfied with my results. Now I just gotta fight my way through the zucchini to get these cayennes. While it's been a while since I've been to the Safeway Sobeys to pick up a little tray of peppers, I kind of remember them being in the neighborhood of $5 each, and there'd only be a few on there. So I think I may have actually come out quite ahead on these cayennes, especially when you consider it cost me $10 to $20 to drive to the nearest Safeway Sobeys, depending on which vehicle I take. So yes, that is the sum total of the garden ship's pepper gardens. 18 plants, one of which never really did do much. And as I mentioned, we do have a few of those Hungarian wax peppers on there to hopefully get just a little bit more time. But all things considered, the hay was free. I salvaged dirt from the tomato gardens that I opened up. Yeah, I'm in at $15 for the pepper plants, for these particular plants anyway. And I feel I've got $15 worth of fresh peppers here, so that is fantastic. The zucchinis definitely came out as a profit, even with the powdery mildew, but that's a whole different story. And the cucumbers, also a whole different story. Let's go take a look at these soil peppers. There won't be much there. But what is here is of a far more interesting and, in some cases, startling nature. Got to get through these thistles to find the bathroom pepper here. But this is a variety of a scorpion. And I know there's at least one pepper on that. That's a scorpion. There's at least one pepper on that. The super chili, yay! Be saving some seeds from that. The ghost over there. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what all I get from here. In fact, I may go dump my little harvest bucket inside so we can start fresh, because I think it's going to be pretty startling, the difference, and I'm a little disappointed in my soil garden this year. What a tragic and dramatic difference. This is the entirety, same number of plants of peppers for the Hungarian wax peppers in the soil garden, and that one there kind of reminds me of, was it an ahi peach? That doesn't look like a proper Hungarian wax pepper. Would have been really nice if there was another pepper on the plant to judge it against. Such was not the case. Now I've got to try and find the cayenne and the jalapeno plants in amongst all of these weeds. Definitely going to keep better control on this next year, but I think this is going to be a bean patch next year anyway. Beans and peas. Let's throw some nitrogen at this. Anyway, yeah. I don't think we're going to update on this until I get to the end of the patch, because this is ridiculous. Isn't that pathetic? The questionable corn patch did better as far as covering its costs. This patch of peppers, total write-off. Interestingly enough, though, there should have been 2 of those scorpion peppers, but one of them was almost completely eaten on the plant. Something in this garden has some very interesting tastes in foods. Well, folks, I think we've got a brief second here without the wind, so I'm going to wrap it up really quick. That is the entirety of my 2021 pepper harvest. I am going to try very hard to make sure I actually leave all of my plants outside this year because of my aphid wars situation. But that said, Studio 42 is shaping up to be ready to go to use some saved seeds to increase my profit margins in the future. Now, that's a whole different story. We'll get into saving seeds and buying starts and all that stuff in another video. I'm going to wrap it up today. The smoke is killing me. Much love, everybody. I hope your harvests have been considerably better than mine, and I will see you next time.